Hello everyone. In today's video, I was going to be continuing my Tears of the Kingdom playthrough. It seems like there was a little, loading glitch. I don't know what to call it, but all the items respawned right now. However, I think I'm still fine with the ones I have currently. Last time, we constructed the robot Minoru, which we can ride on. Now, we need to go to where this yellow dot is, which is actually not too hard to get there. However, I have to be careful of the enemies. I can't tell if that's my first silver bokoblin on this account, but that's what they look like. Okay, the flamethrower was not in reach. Sometimes it's better to just hop off and fly there. I'm gonna try to run down quickly with the shield. We're just going down this road. They would have originally wanted the player to use Minoru, however I found that kind of hard the first time I did it. So here I am, just kind of walking through it. Which, if y'all saw the glimpse of that light route, we're going to be heading there. Which you should be able to recognize the route by the Horriblins right there. All hanging. Let's see here. We need to wait for Minoru to catch up. And here we go, now we can remount. I'm just going to be running through this part. It's pretty simple. There's a hill, you go down, you kind of follow the garages, and when you find the light route, you're going to be heading there next. But I do have to watch out because these Horriblins will probably do a decent amount of damage, as they've already hit me multiple times. Okay, now's probably my chance to run. It's cool when you actually manage to hit the enemies with the flamethrower on the back of the robot, although it's kind of hard. Alright, well here's one of the light routes. Which, yes, before y'all ask, this is a Hinox. It's a level 2 one to be exact. I think I'll just skip past them, although if you want to you can fight them. I'm just doing this to make the video go faster. He isn't too hard, however he does pose a bit of a challenge. I mean, I could try fighting him, I guess. The shock emitter won't work unless you're hitting one of his metal barriers on his legs, although I think this one's using wood. Just gotta slowly attack him. If I weren't using the shock emitter, I could have hit him 3 times in a row. He seems more distracted and attacking the other ones. For the robot, one thing to know about the robot is that you don't use Y to attack. You're using left and right because you're controlling the arms. And well, now the Hinox has been defeated. The horn he drops is pretty good. Blue Hinox horn. And a large crystallized charge. If you get 100 of those, you can upgrade your battery. Here's gonna be the next garage. Well, that's just what I call these structures. They typically have Zonai parts like wheels and other things like that. That's why I consider them garages. Although this one's more like, well, it's more meant for the robot that the player uses in this quest. Over there where that light is, that's where we need to be. However, there's a bunch of rocks in the way. I'm gonna add some cannons. I won't need the flame emitter anymore, so I'm gonna attach a fan. Now when you hold down Y with the fan equipped, as you can see the robot can run, but it drains the battery a lot faster. These rocks, you could climb around them, however, you can blow some of them up. Just by holding down the right button, the robot will aim. However, if you run out of battery, like right now for example, you'll have to wait. Still waiting for the robot to load. Here we go, and now we can blow up the wall. If you don't feel like waiting, you can always kind of walk around slowly. Kind of like what I'm doing. Another nice advantage of the robot is that she can walk over the gloom without getting hit. As you'll see for example right now, as you can see I'm not taking any damage. And down there's a boss bokoblin, so we're just going to want to fly past him without him noticing us. Now we can either go around that way and go up the staircase, however they put what the player needs right here. Which I'm actually going to take a few extra souvenir items. I don't see the robot anywhere. Here we are. Alright, here's the robot. Now I'm going to attach a spiked ball, a rocket, and I'm going to do a rocket on the back. If you do the rocket on the back, it works kind of like a jetpack, but for only one use. Similarly to the rocket shield. Now if you attach the rocket to the back of the robot, as you all saw, it works like a jetpack. However, if you shoot it to the arm, it works kind of like the cannon, except it shoots out the rocket. The rocket really just pushes enemies back. It doesn't really actually hurt them, so just keep that in mind. It's more of a knockback item. Now we're going to use this elevator to get down to the next floor. Oh wow, the secret stone's over there. And there's this giant, definitely not a boxing ring, right here. If I just walk forward, I bet I can get it real easy. Oh look, I'm making it. Wow. Oh wait, what happened? Oh no, it's a boss fight. No, just to be clear, that was sarcasm. Yeah, I already knew this would be here. Okay, this boss fight, rockets do not work on it, which I'm actually gonna... Oh wait, it does work! The one time I tried using the rocket, it did not work and ended up failing miserably. Which, we're just gonna be pushing this one into the wall, like so. Which, the robot occasionally, well, the enemy one, typically gets cannons and other things like that. Ooh, as you can see, it hit me. I think shooting might also work. Oh, I forgot, if you point at it, I think it shoots out, it doesn't do much damage shooting it. Oh, okay. I had to kind of counter its attack. I think I need to parry it or something. It's been a while since I've done this boss fight, but it is pretty fun. Okay, now it just keeps hitting me. Oh nice, it tried to attack one of the other sages, which now it's giving me the opportunity to hit it. Which it actually drops its cannons on the ground, so I can kind of use them against it if I need to. However, I'm going to get at a further distance. So if you're wondering the origin behind it, this is going to be the original robot that the player would have been able to use, but instead Ganon kind of took over it and now the player needs to destroy it, unfortunately. I have to say this one looks a lot cooler than the one the player would have been able to use. And keep on shooting them. I mean, it's sort of doing something, but not really. Alright, here we go, and push him into the wall. If you don't want to wait for the battery, which I'm actually going to do it in this case, I'm going to use some Zonai charges just to get the battery replenished. Alright, halfway point. Alright, now it just got a lot harder as the center slot where I can use a rocket, and even more stuff. But I have these cannons, so it should be pretty easy. It's like not working. It's supposed to be going into the fence. Here we go. Although now I have no more rockets. Here we go. Ooh, something happened. I wasn't quite paying attention. Ooh, I'm about to die. As y'all may have saw, it had its own, one of those, I'm trying to remember, oh yeah, its own shield. It's a little bit more of a rare occurrence, but you can see it pull up a red shield, equivalent to the player's blue one. Now it has shock emitters, which I've seen this attack before. It's going to try jumping down on the player. However, then you can kind of use that as a counter. Alrighty, he's almost defeated. We have one of these hits to do. I think I activated another rocket or something. And now we can finish him. Nice. Well, now the path has been revealed for us, and the player can kind of see this place a little bit better. And we get a heart container. There's gonna be a bunch of dialogue that I'm gonna be skipping, as per usual. After the long cutscenes, now we can summon her, similarly to how we use the other sages, which is a pretty neat ability. The first time I did this, I thought that the mech and riding her would only be like a one-time thing, but I ended up unlocking it as a permanent ability. Here is a construct. He'll sell you all the ancient weapons, which I'll show y'all what I mean right now. I'm not talking about the Guardian ones from Breath of the Wild, I'm talking about the Zonite ones from this game. And this one actually has a pretty good trade, which actually just gave us an ancient arrow, although in this game they call it an ancient blade. Which, as y'all can see, it says it does 50 damage, but that's against bosses. You can actually make an ancient sword, so to speak, and insta-kill enemies, but instead of using an arrow, it's a sword. It is kind of cool, however, there's kind of a hilarious, well, I think it's kind of a funny joke, but also very annoying, because if the player tries selling one of these to a merchant, they'll actually only offer the player 1 rupee for it. Yeah, y'all remember that grind in Breath of the Wild where you have to get 90 rupees, ancient parts, and an arrow just to build one of these? Well, in this game, of course, it just costs 50 zonite, but NPCs, you know, non-playable characters, people in the stores, they only give you $1 for this. So, just let that sit with you for a little while, and you'll see what I mean. Well, actually, I'm going to head to the surface now, so I can kind of continue on the quest. Alright, we're just going to head here. I won't doubt if there's more dialogue and cutscenes, so I'm literally just going to be skipping it. Alright, after skipping through the dialogue, our next and final quest, or I guess second to final, would be going to the Cork Forest, which is all the way here. Which, that's what I'm going to be doing in the next episode. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, so please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Goodbye.